Here with Micaela Noga of the Minnesota Crookston women's basketball team. Just talking about your journey here. First off, what was it that first got you to Minnesota Crookston from Parker's Prairie? Obviously, familiar with the University of Minnesota, having your sister, play basketball down there, but just what was it about Minnesota Crookston that drew you here?
I would say the biggest thing was Coach. He was just really welcoming, and he really wanted me to come here, and so I just felt really welcome. And my sister and my family always told me, like, go someplace that you feel wanted, and I think this was definitely the place I felt most wanted. And the campus was great, and the coaching staff and the team was very welcoming when I came here, and so it just felt like the right fit, and it worked out good. So
Had quite a bit of success early in your career, especially the first 2 years. How much did being around, players like Katrina and Alexa, just you think help mold you as a player and just, help mold this team for years to come?
Yeah, they were definitely great role models, leaders, and some of my best friends that I have now today. And it was just really welcoming coming in and having that great success right away was awesome. I mean, who wouldn't want that right away when they're coming in as a freshman and sophomore? So it was just really fun to be able to make history here with those girls and teammates that I have today. And I've still enjoyed my journey even as I've gotten older now. Just have seen my role has changed, and it's still fun, and I still get nervous before every game. And even if we're not winning as much as we used to be, we're still on the grind. I still want to get better every day. I still want to push my teammates to be the best that they can be, and I just think it's been a fun ride so far.
You've kind of had different roles every single year, just depending on when you were younger. Still having Katrina and Lex here. Now you're, one of the leaders. The three players that have been here for 4 seasons. Just how much have you accepted that role and tried to embrace it to help the younger players and even the juniors as well?
I just think, yeah, just knowing your role and accepting your role is one of the biggest challenges that you can come in, even as a freshman or even as a senior. You have to be able to embrace it and take it to the best of your ability. And I think that I've done a good enough job for that. And just listening to Coach and our coaching staff and what they want me to do and what I need to do to be successful for our team. And I think that just being a good example and showing that what I need to do for the team is what other people need to do also. So if you play 20 minutes and I play, just showing that you can be a good role model to them, to know that whatever he needs you to do, that's just what's best for the team. And he does know best most of the time, I think.
You've been to 3 straight NSIC tournament quarterfinals in the Pentagon. How much is that a driving factor as you head into the last 6 games of regular season and then, the first conference tournament game? How much is that a driving factor for especially you, Emily, and Isi, who have been here for, been at the school for all 3 of those?
It's definitely it's always hanging over your head, like, this is the ultimate goal here. I mean, we always want to push further than we've been before, but, it's really a huge goal of ours to get back to that Pentagon spot. And, I mean, I think we have a good shot just as anyone else in the league. It just kind of depends who shows up that night and who wants it more. And I think we have that underlying, like, wanting to win all the time. And I think we'll get there. I'm pretty confident. We always find that, at the end of the season we've been playing a lot better than we have, and I think we'll find that when we need to, again, too, for the playoff game. But I think it's just always a big goal of ours, and I hope we'll do it. I mean, it'd be a great journey to look back on, to say that I made it 4 years to the Pentagon and got to play, so hopefully we'll get there, so.
What's the big legacy you want to leave? Obviously it's important what you do here, but it's even more important what the culture that you guys lay and has been, put forth before you and what you continue to do. Just what do you want your legacy to be and moving forward?
I would just say that I want to be remembered that I worked hard for the team, that I was a team player first, that I was always there for the team. I was always a good role model. I was always there if someone needed to talk to me, but just also a good leader on the court and off the court. Just, trying to be the best person that I can be for my teammates, for my coaching staff, for the university. Just that people will remember me on a good note, and that they'll, always think that we always made a little part of history here at UMC.
Did you always want to play basketball, or was it something else, or was there always that basketball drive, having it from your sister, obviously being a high-level basketball player as well?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I kind of figured out that basketball was my thing. I always enjoyed playing it, and I was always around it with my brother and my sister playing it, and I got to play against them, and my dad always being able to get us into the gym, and it just always was a good comforting thing, and I had so much fun playing high school and AAU, and I had a really good group of girls around me growing up that loved basketball just as much as I did, which I think also made it fun for me to keep wanting to push and be better, and always having my sister look up to, like, oh, she got to that level, I can do it too, and so just it's always back there that, I can do it too, and just pushing myself to be the best that I can be, and I think I ended up in the best spot that fit best for me too. So
absolutely. A couple weeks ago, you reached 1,000 points, 11th player in school history to do so. Just did you know that was on the horizon, and how important was it for you? I know for you it's probably more about the wins and the experience, but how nice is it to be able to say that you're among an elite group of girls?
Yeah, I mean I knew it was coming, like going into the season this year. I was like, I kind of know this might be a possible thing for me, so it was a personal goal of mine to be able to reach that, and I knew that for my team to be successful though too, that I needed to produce maybe a little bit more than I have in the past for the team. So it was also just like always a personal goal, but it also, I knew that reaching this goal too would help make sure that my team was successful, because I was producing enough points and enough for my team to hopefully win. So it was just, now it'll be a great thing when I look back that, maybe we didn't get a ton of wins that season, but at the same time, like, it was still a fun experience, and that we just got to, have fun and be around a great culture of people, but it was a great experience that I even got my 1,000 point on top of it. So
two of your teammates that you came in with, EC and Emily, are also possibility of scoring 1,000 points pretty soon here. Just how fun would it be to have those two girls right alongside you, to go with Katrina and Alexa, who you also played with, so you could say at the very least that there's 5 of us that played together that were in the 1,000 point club.
Yeah, I would be ecstatic for those girls. I mean, it's that night when I got it, it was just a great feeling. People were so congratulatory of me and just happy for me, and I could feel that. I had people contacting me like, we're proud of you and stuff like that. So it's definitely a good feeling that all that hard work has paid off. So I would love that for them to have that, and it'd be just a great experience. And like you said, it'd be cool to say, hey, 5 of my teammates I played with over the 4 years scored 1,000 points. So, and I think it'll just be another notch in history that we can remember for the rest of our lives.
Just talk about the relationships you formed, especially with the 2 that I just mentioned, with Emily and EC. Emily, who you will go out with as a senior. Just what will the emotions be? Obviously you've had great teammates, but those are the only 2 girls that have been here with you all 4 years, and EC will still have 1 year after this. But just, when you do play your last game here against Moorhead, I think on the 10th, just what all will be going through, just especially with those girls.
I'm definitely an emotional person. I just think of all the great things that have happened here, and so it'll definitely hit me while I'm there. And I think Emily feels the same way, that we've been through a lot together, and I think we'll go out together just happy that we got to go through this experience. Like, not every person in the world gets to do this together, so I think we'll always have that special bond that we got to go through. And EC, of course, it seems different because she gets another year here, but it's definitely been a good experience that we've had together, but it'll definitely be emotional when it comes to an end. But I wouldn't want to spend it with two other girls. They're just amazing people, and I'm really happy I got to know them, and I think we'll have a friendship for the rest of our lives that will always have that special bond together.
What is it that you want to do after you get the degree and are done with basketball?
I'm hoping to go home for a while and find a job there. I'm doing an internship at the hospital back at home after basketball's done, so hoping that could potentially lead into something bigger, like a job or something. But as of now, all my family's back in my home, and I would love to be able to spend that time with them and get a job and kind of set my roots there. So I'm hoping that'll work out.
Perfect. Thanks, Micaela.